Well, how about that? My younger brother came over and he plays guitar too, and we kind of rocked out together as kids, but he's trying to get in my video, so I said, no way, get your own video. This is my video. All right, anyway, his heart was in the right spot, and he was trying to help me out. Let's talk about what we were hearing there in the beginning of the lesson. Okay, you can hear now that we're using those same kind of triads that we've been talking about for the last few lessons, but what was different about them this time that we didn't have last time? We had more of a rock feel to the chords, right? We were rocking out, we were riffing out with those chords. Now, I never would have told you at the beginning that they would have been so receptive or so possible to rock out, but they're perfect for those kind of situations too. So listen to them without the rock sound, which is the overdrive element, and listen to them without that, and you'll hear a difference. Listen to how they're kind of pretty and jangly, right? Right, but you put a little distortion on them, and you get this. Right? So these are great for rock and roll kind of situations too, where you want to play with melody on your chords, but you still want the power of the rock sound. Okay, so we're going to show you this riff today. And you can hear that I'm not even changing the bass notes on the bottom. That's what makes it kind of cool. Here's my progression that we just played over. Okay? So all of these chords right here, right? They're all happening over an A bass. All of this is over an A bass, including all of this is over an A bass. Okay? And the effect of that is that there's a lot of kind of solid foundation in the low end that makes it sound pretty cool. But when we finally hit the B section, you start to hear harmonic movement, and it's a lot more effective. So let's check this out. Let's go over what this is going to sound like. Okay? You're not going to hear any movement on the low end. It's just going to sound like this. 3, 4. Right? Just one chord. Now listen to this on top of it. Okay, and I was able to just let the open A ring now. I'm not worried about having to mute that. Right at the end, I just let everything ring together. I muted a little at the beginning. In fact, I'm playing eighth notes on the bottom. Well, once again, these are just the 3-string triad shapes we've been dealing with for a while. And then I take that whole form and I move it down to this form. And I create the same chord progression, but still over the A. Okay? So it's kind of a cool thing, right? You can really make that rock out with all this melodic movement with the constant pedal note there. So let's try that together. And let's play through the first A section, okay? And once again, mute it with your... Okay, so that's basically what that's going to sound like. Let's try that again with the band now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool, huh? I tell you what we're going to do now. We're going to show how, after all of that's happened, going to this is going to sound really good, right? You can see the next section of my chart here. It just says A. There's no real particular rhythm. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to borrow the boogie woogie thing that we learned in the blues progression. If you remember, we did this. Right, we played that in the blues a few lessons ago. We're going to use that on the B section. Okay, so that means. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. You're not a bad brother. Thank you. I take back everything I said about you. All right, nice iced coffee here. Let's just put that back here for a minute, and let's get to the B section chords here. So what we were talking about was playing the boogie woogie part, but now since it's rock and roll, we're playing straight 8. So we've got, instead of on that section, we're going to go like this. And then we've got that last section where we're going to hit some big G, D chords. Okay, so that's going to finish up the whole thing. So let's put it all together now and listen to how much this is going to rock. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Pretty cool, huh? So we're taking these great little triads that we've learned for the last couple of lessons. We're starting to rock out a little bit with them by using some overdrive and using them over pedal points or chord or bass notes that aren't moving, just superimposing all these triads together over one bass note. And it really makes it rock out pretty hard. You'll hear a lot of great riffs once you start realizing what that's about from great bands like Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, all those hard rock bands that came out of the 70s use that technique very, very prolifically for their songwriting. So you're going to find a lot of purpose and usefulness for that stuff. Okay, we'll talk to you in just a second, and we're going to show you some other stuff.